Welcome to this 8-minute video, which highlights what you can do with the Customer Insights developer role. Developers are like viewers, but they can also create custom content. Using the Explore tool, developers can create tabular reports and visualizations with many formatting options. Developers can save this content for standalone use or assemble it into dashboards, which can include customizable filters that make the dashboards even more useful. Users with the viewer role can view, download, and schedule the dashboards based on their needs. Developers will see an additional Explore from Here menu under the Option button on any dashboard panel. This loads the selected content into the Explore tool. The tool is organized into 4 sections. On the bottom is a tabular view of the data. Above this, you will see the currently configured visualization for the data, and at the top is a section showing the currently configured filters. There is a collapsible field picker on the left side, and the name of the current data source, or Explore, is shown at the top. You can toggle between the list of fields used in the content and the full list of fields available in the Explore. The tool shows measures in light brown and dimensions in black text with blue shading. Dimensional data displays in rows unless you pivot the data into columns, which is indicated by the blue pivot icon next to the field. If you use a field in a filter, you will see a blue filter icon next to the field. There are 3 data explorers you can use in Customer Insights: Events, Event-Derived Profiles, and Aggregates. Let's make a report using the Events Explorer. Customer Insights collects several kinds of Identity Cloud events. To better understand them, make a report that shows the count of events by event type. Notice that there are 2 main types of events: those related to user profiles, or entities, and those related to sign-in activity. Sign-ins that result from authenticating an ID and password are separate from sign-ins processed by a third-party identity provider. There are also special events that track the sign-in that takes place when a user registers a new account with Identity Cloud. Let's take a closer look at how events are connected. Here we have some event data shown in chronological order by timestamp. We see each user's unique identifier and the type of event that was captured for them. When a user registers an account using a social identity provider, there will be a registration sign-in event as well as a profile creation event. The same pattern occurs when a user registers an account with an ID and password. Typically, however, sign-in activity will be represented by a pair of events as shown in these 2 examples. The Entity Update event occurs because Identity Cloud updates the last login attribute on the user's profile record when they sign in. Now that we're more familiar with event types and how they're connected, let's create a report that shows user sign-in activity on our websites. We can start by selecting only events that are related to sign-ins and exclude those related to entity operations. We no longer need to see the type of event in our report, but it would be useful to see sign-ins by month, so we can see how customer engagement is trending. Let's run the report to see the results. This shows sign-in activity by month. But these numbers include users who have signed in multiple times during the month. What if we want to see unique user sign-ins by month? You can eliminate duplicate records from the counts by using the Count Distinct UUIDs field. Here we can tell that for December, there were, on average, approximately 4 sign-ins per user. Let's change the visualization type to a line graph and adjust the series labels to read Unique Sign-ins and Sign-ins. We can save this graph as a standalone look or to a dashboard. We can select a dashboard from our personal user folder or from the custom reports folder within our organization's main folder. This folder is currently empty, but we can create a new dashboard by clicking this button. We just need to give it a name, and the new dashboard has been created. Here's our line graph in the new dashboard. Now let's edit the dashboard. We can add a more descriptive title and reposition the tile. Let's also add some filter controls. We can include a filter on client app name and change its label to application, which will be more meaningful to our users. We can also add a filter for time period and set the default to a rolling 6 months. This is just an introduction to creating content with the Customer Insights developer role. Be sure to visit the Google Looker site. They have some excellent resources to help you create and share Customer Insights content. Let's wrap up with a couple of tips for working with Explorers. When using the Events Explorer, just remember to use fields from the Event Fact folder along with fields from any of the other Dimension folders. When using the Event-Derived Profiles Explorer, choose fields from the Profile Fact folder along with dimensions from the other folders. Also, try some of the built-in calculated fields, like the Login and Creation Tiers fields, to save time manipulating the data. And don't forget to experiment with different formats and options for your visualizations. Remember that most fields in the Profile and Location Dimension folders are mapped to the standard user schema. So store customer age, gender, and address data in the standard schema attributes if you want to use this data in Customer Insights. Finally, you can use the Aggregates Explorer to generate daily user profile counts. To see the data, simply place the value and description fields into your report, and be sure to put date into the leftmost column. Each day at midnight, Identity Cloud counts your profiles and records the number you see here. We hope you found this overview of the developer role helpful. Make sure to check out other videos and content on the Identity Cloud documentation site.